Hey, I don't understand how I'm supposed to do this.
To do the other side? So you'll do math 5. Math 5. And you just have to. Oh, I forgot you're saying the parrot. That's why. They're all two. Yes, you did
Yo, it's just all two. It's all two.
I'm trying to stay home.
Alright. Once you get your table done, okay, I want you to take a second and I want you to look at your exponents and the roots. And I want you to, what you notice about the relationship, and write that down in your own words.
It's all two.
Not that. That doesn't have to do with the exponents and the roots. When I say exponents and the roots, I mean the exponents and the roots. Oh, root. Just take a second. Write it down. Okay, what do you notice about the relationship?
The denominator is the same as the root.
The denominator is the same as the root. So I want us to talk real quick. Okay, so when you have this, okay, does anybody know what the symbol by itself is called?
What symbol?
The symbol.
Oh, that's square.
It's not
Square
square.
root.
The symbol itself is called a radical. Okay? When you have something written like this, it is in radical form. Okay? This symbol is a radical. Okay, on the radical, how many of y'all watched the notes video from Thursday? You're supposed to. And actually paid attention to it. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
I played it, but I put it in 2x speed too. And
Alright. So you listen to me in 2x speed? What does that sound? What do I sound like in 2x speed? I feel like I sound ridiculous.
I put it in 2x speed so it just went through faster.
Alright, so this right here. Okay, sometimes you'll hear that referred to as an index, but more often than not when we see it, we'll see it called a root. So like when we have just this right here, what does that mean? Now it's what you said, Ransom.
It's square root.
Now it's a square root. But whenever you change what's written there, now it becomes a cube root. Or a fourth root. Or a fifth root. So right there is our root. When I say the word root, you weren't here last week. You missed. I had to have dental surgery last week. And now I look like I've been beaten. My husband refused to go anywhere with me over the weekend. Like, we didn't even go to church because he said they're going to think I'm having to repent for beating my wife. Because my cheek was black on Saturday and Sunday. Like, it was bad. I tried to cover it a little bit with makeup, so it looks a little bit better today. I took blush and put over it to cover, like, take the green out of it. You can still see it, but it looks better than when I did. Yes, here. But anyway.
Okay, wait.
So if anyone asks, your math teacher's going to be here.
Almost.
So, how do you put that in the calculator?
I'm going to talk to you about it. So, when I say the word root, what pops in your brain?
Like a tree.
A tree. What part of the tree? Where is the root? In the soil. It's at the bottom of the tree, right? It's in the bottom of the fraction. Whenever you have a root, it is your denominator. Okay? And then your power is up in the leaves.
Oh.
Okay? And that is how we can rewrite it from radical form to a rational exponent.
Boy, you made no sense.
Okay, now, the reason we might rewrite it is because what have we spent the last few days of last week learning? We talked about what kind of rules? Exponent rules. There's not radical rules to simplify radical. There's not really radical rules about combining them and all sorts of things. But there is exponent rules. And what's the second word right there?
Exponent.
Exponent.
Yeah, boy.
So you can rewrite stuff from this form to an exponent so that you can use your exponent rules. Now, for this half of our stuff, when we have just plain old numbers, we can type that into a calculator by clicking Math 5. Once you do that, it'll let you put in whatever root you want to on your calculator. You can put in the 1,000th root if you want to. But yeah, so to Math 5, you can put in right there.
What did math
Well, did you
say?
try to do 1,000th root actually?
It just said error.
Yeah, it does. It can't do that much.
It can't do that big of a number. I'm sorry.
I did 6 to the 1, 2, 5, 9, 6, 6.
Okay.
There it is. Oh.
So right there, if you have that,
Oh my god.
that's just a square root.
This is
And then now you put 3. And now put in a 3.
I forgot.
You click over.
I'm just showing
So all of this is 2.
Everything in there is what? What was everything here?
Two.
Go.
Oh no, no. Maybe the fourth.
Okay, and to type these into your calculator, you did Math 5. Okay, so now that we have kind of talked about a little bit about this, we're going to actually practice going back and forth between them. Okay?
Okay.
So, this one here. Now, we know what the square root of 25 is. What is the square root of 25?
Wow.
5. But what this also is we can rewrite this. What is the root on this right here?
One.
The root. 2, right? It's understood to be a square root. Anytime there is not a number written right here, there is not a number there. It is understood to have a 2. And then what is the understood exponent to be on the 25? 1. So if I wanted to rewrite this into a rational exponent, I would do 25 to the 1/2. Okay?
So smart. What's that? I just came back from
Copy.
I just came back from her today, and she's like doing the I feel statements. I feel upset when you blank because blank next time blank.
I feel upset because y'all talk too much. Next time you can be quiet. Is that good?
Because why? Because she's trying to teach.
Because I'm trying to teach.
She was doing that. Well, that's really smart. I was doing it rarely since half time. I said, I feel like trash on my desk because it's not my trash. Next time I appreciate it if you can leave your trash. You know.
Or actually, I would appreciate it if you'd put your trash in the trash can. Anyways, y'all, shh. Y'all are getting real close to a seating chart.
I'm so sorry.
All right. So, what is the root we have on this question?
3.
What's the understood power?
1.
So, if I wanted to rewrite this, I would say x to the 1/3. Or x to the 1/3. It is.
X to the 2/3. Probably I'm wrong.
I don't even know. I'm not even.
It is x to the 2.
Yeah. Period. I hate.
All right. Why is it to the 2/3? What is?
Because your root
Power?
is your denominator and your power is
Is your leaves?
Yeah.
6p to the half.
Okay, I have a question about this one.
15.
So if I do this one and I do 6p to the half, what am I raising to the half power? But what is actually being taken the square root of? 6p. So what do I need to do to make sure I write that correctly? Parentheses. Let's throw in some parentheses. Shh. It's so rude to eat crunchy things in front of me. She's eating chips. It's rude. Because until this heals, I can't eat crunchy things.
They smell really good.
Why rub it in? It is swollen. It's very swollen. It does. Yes. No. No. All right, number 5. Okay, for number 5. How would I rewrite this one?
B to the 1/4.
Okay, for number 6. How would I rewrite that?
X to the 3/4.
It's raining pretzels.
All right, now I want y'all to do the next 3 by yourself real quick.
I can't do 9. I don't.
Try it.
I don't like the next one. I don't like number 9.
Is there a 1 or 2 right here?
2.
Number 9. Oh my gosh.
Number 7. What do we get for number 7?
X over 4/3.
X to the 4/3. Number 8.
X to the 3.
I thought it was 3/4.
All right, so it is 4
Over 3.
thirds because our root is 3, so our root goes at the bottom
And our leaves go at the top.
and the leaves go at the top. Stacy, if you would stop talking.
Was it 3/4?
Yes.
I was just switching them.
All right, now for the shh. Stop talking. Thank you. All right. So what would this one be?
1 over 3.
X to the 3rd.
I mean, which one are we on?
8.
Number 8? Oh, I thought it was 3. 3 to the 2.
2 because that is understood to be a square root. Okay. So we will get 3
Over 2.
over 2. All right. Now for number 9. Okay. I want you to tell me if we just had 6x. Shh. So if we just had the cube root of 6x, how would I rewrite that?
Parentheses 6x parentheses over 3 over 1 or 1/3.
1/3. Now, that all is going to be raised to the power of what?
4.
When I raise a power to a power, what do I do?
You do something. I forgot.
Raise a power to a power, we multiply. What is 4 times 1/3?
I don't know. 4/3.
4/3. So we get 6x to the 4/3. So we got the 4 because this is out here, right?
Oh, I didn't.
And so we just multiply that by that.
Where we get 1?
Stay right there for just a second. I did not see that.
This part. When we evaluate the cube root of 6x.
Hold on, don't do nothing. I gotta write that.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Evaluate something.
So you literally just take it and you just get rid of the square root and put 4/3.
Because you just use your exponent rule. So you multiply, when you raise a power to a power, you multiply. So you just say 4 times 1/3, which gives us 4/3.
So where's the square root for the x?
So
Yeah, the square root.
the cube root is right there. It's not a square root anymore, that's a cube root. And it goes to right there to the 6x to the 1/3.
So the 3 is a part of it. Okay. How we go?
All right. It's the same thing, Ramsey. It's like if I took this problem, right?
Yeah.
And I raised it to another power. Then I would multiply. So,
It'd be 2 times 2.
or 2 times 3, which would give us 6, over 2 times 1, which is 2. You're just multiplying the exponents on the outside. All right, now, shh, y'all, come on, please. All right, for numbers 10 through 15, we are going to go backwards. So instead of us going from radicals to rational exponents, we're going to go from rational exponents to radicals. So for number 10, we get what? Square root of 7. Now,
It wouldn't be on the outside.
do I have to? We have a square root because that is what our root is. Braylee, stop talking. Okay? Stop. Okay? And we have a 1 right there. Is me writing either of those things necessary? No. Okay, I don't need the 1 and I don't have to write the 2 either because they're both understood to be there. If you need to put something there that is understood to be there, is that wrong? No. That's perfectly fine. If you need to write in the understood part, that's perfectly fine. But if it's not there, you need to understand what it means. All right, for this one, what is this one going to be? What's the root?
4. I meant 3.
So we get the cube root of 4 to the 4th power. All right, for this one, we get the what? There's cubed root of 2 to the 5th power. All right, do 13, 14, 15 for me real quick.
Wait, I'm 13. How is it
On 13,
like because on the start, like it's whatever.
that's the numerator. So the power is just going to be.
That's already saying that. Wait, can you write that one down just to make sure?
All right, for number 13, we would get the what?
The
6th root of 2.
and the 1.
And do I have to put the 1?
Nah.
It'd be the 6th root of 2 to the 1, or just the 6th root of 2.
And then the second would be like to the, what's the 2 called?
Square root.
The square root to 6 to the 3rd.
Square root of 6 to the 3rd. And do I have to put the 2 on that one? But can I if I want to? Absolutely. All right, for number 15.
I got square root of 9 to the 1, but you don't have to put the 1 in the 2.
And what is the square root of 9?
Probably, I don't know, 3.
It is 3.
Period. Yeah, this is great.
This is great.
I sound really smart over here.
Y'all are doing great. So this is basically what the first half of the notes were for Thursday. Okay? So I want us to actually go to our notes packet and go to 6.2 for me. Yeah, let's pull that out.
Freaking packet, yo. Kids in here don't learn like that.
We learn face to face. Be excited.
I don't know if I've ever seen you have this much energy. Yeah.
Kind of wet.
But I feel like every time I do like talk you miss something. But honestly, I really don't care anymore. What did
What
we
page?
Because I wasn't here that Monday or Tuesday. 6.2 notes.
All right. So I want us to talk about this notes. So all of that stuff can be found in the video from Thursday. But we are going to talk about simplifying. Okay? So we can use these rules to help us simplify a little bit quicker. And it kind of makes it go a little bit easier. All right, so we're going to look at the 6.2 notes and we're going to look at the simplify section. Okay, we're going to use a combination of changing stuff between radical form and rational form or rational exponent form in our exponent rules to simplify as far as we can. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and look at number 9. When I raise something to the power of 1/2, what am I actually doing? Taking this, not the taking a half of it, I'm taking the square root of it. What is the square root of 36?
6.
I'm going to do that part if I can do it. All right. And then when I raise a power to a power, what do I need to do? Multiply. What is 2 times 1/2? So I just get 6x is my answer. That's it. Because all we did was we did the square root of 36x squared. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of x squared is just x.
You said all of that.
So we took the square root of 36, which is 6, and the square root of x squared, which is x.
Where's the 1/2 do?
The 1/2 is what creates the square root.
Okay.
You could have also thought of that one as doing 36 to the 1/2 and x to the 1. And what is 36 to the 1/2? It's the square root of 36, which is 6. All right. Now for this one, we have a negative. Automatically a negative means we're going to do a what? Flip it. So it's going to go to the denominator. And when it goes to the denominator, what type of root am I going to calculate?
A 1. Or a triple? A 3?
A cube root. So we're going to do the cube root of 125. Okay? And then we have b to the 18. I went ahead and did all the things. What is the cube root of 125?
Probably, I don't know, 5?
Oh my god.
It's 5.
Oh my goodness.
Okay? And then rewriting that is the same thing as saying b to the 18 divided by 3. What is 18 divided by 3?
6.
So it's 1 over 5b to the 6th.
So, I don't know.
This was way more complicated.
Just like it looks like it's a lot.
It looks like it's a lot, but it's not that bad. It's just we panic when things look like a lot.
Next one.
All right. All right.
She didn't even do that. Why would
I feel angry because you dropped your papers in the floor. Because it makes my room a mess. Next time, can we try not to? Was that good?
Yes.
Okay, that was good.
Well, there's a wrapper right there too. Why are you angry about that one? Well, ain't mine.
That's gotta be played.
That's the wrapper to that thing.
Well, you pick it up.
All
right. All right, y'all. So, one's like the first two, where they're pretty simple, right? As far like there's not a lot of things going on, right? Okay, if we don't have a lot going on, it is easiest for us to just put it as a root and go on about our business, right? But this one, there is a lot going on. Do y'all agree with that?
Even that. Skip.
So, we are raising this to the power of what? 1/2. So that means everything in here needs to get raised to the power of 1/2. Y'all are panicking for absolutely no reason.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know how to do number 10.
Okay, so I want us to do this for every single thing. When I raise something to the power of 1/2, that's the same thing as taking a what kind of root?
2.
A square root.
Where? I can't remember.
What is the square root of 4?
2.
Okay, now when I raise a power to a power, I do what?
Multiply.
What is 1 times 4?
4.
What is 2 times 3?
6.
So we get x to the 4/6. Now we're going to do y. 1 times 1 is?
1. And then 2. I mean 4.
Okay, now what's the... Then we have the square root of 36 is what?
6.
Now 1 times 2 is?
2. 6.
And our denominator would be 6.
Y.
And y to the
1.
Because that's already a 1 right there. What is 1 times 1/2?
Don't wait too quick.
1/2. 1 times 1/2 is just 1/2.
Wait, so we did 1/2 times 4 and then 1/2 times 3.
Okay, let me guess.
No,
Do 5
we
steps.
we did 1/2 times 4/3, which is 1 times 4 divided by 2 times 3.
And then
You multiply
we
straight
did
across.
1 times 4 divided by. And that gives you 4/6.
All right. Now, can I simplify 2/6?
I thought it was
Huh?
there.
It is 1/3.
Have a great day.
All right, now, when I divide, what do I need to do
Oh, I'm not ready. To
with exponents? When you divide, you subtract. What is 4/6 minus 2/6?
Probably 1/2.
2/6. So we get x to the 2/6. Then we have y to the 1/4 minus 1/2. What is 1/4 minus 1/2? Use a calculator if you don't know.
What did you ask?
1/4 minus 1/2.
Negative 1/4.
Negative 1/4. If it's negative, it goes where? So I go y to the 1/4. And that's my answer. The x didn't go to the bottom because we got a positive right there. Because 4/6 divided by 4/6 minus 2/6 is 2/6, so it stays in the numerator. But then 1/4 minus 1/2 is negative. Yes.
Somebody do a drive-by.
We're going to. Is that the same problem? I just did it more complicated. You can do it either way.
Somebody drive.
I didn't simplify. I didn't simplify from there. Yes. All right. Shh. Y'all be quiet, please. All right, for this one, what do we do when we divide? When we divide, we do what with our exponents? When I multiply, what do we do with our exponents? Okay, so this is the same thing as saying m to the 2/3 plus or minus.
Minus.
1/2 plus or minus.
Plus. And 3. Oh, just 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is 2/3 minus 1/3 plus 3?
I don't know.
Use your calculator.
Oh, let me do that.
1.
2/3 minus 1/3 plus 3. Be 3 1/3, which is equivalent to what?
Can I go back? How do you go back? Oh, no.
10/3. 10/3 is the answer.
3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10 over 2.
Okay, without a calculator, explain how it's
26.
All right, y'all be quiet, please. So we would get 1/3 plus 3. That is the same thing as 3 1/3.
Yes.
So we would do 3 times 3, which is 9, plus 1 is 10.
Oh, and then 3 is just add them all.
Then we could have also done it
Oh.
by doing common denominators. So I would have multiplied this by 3 over 3.
3 times 3, 1 times 1.
And so we get 1/3 plus 9/3, which is equal to 10/3. Either of those strategies works.
I'm getting my hair done tomorrow.
All right.
Got my hair done first.
Now, we need our yellow packet. The homework packet.
I got you.
I probably lost that. I can't.
The yellow thing?
You made me drink 2 things.
I think I got it.
Oh, I didn't lose it.
Bella, I am upset.
It's so wet.
You just keep dropping things today.
You're always like, it's all
I am upset because you dropped your paper.
I I pick up my
Like I would. So.
Yes. You also are a murderer.
I got to go home, like,
Got it?
15.
At least
I
we
was
got
like
things like
18 so they could like transfer my old so I could like mess up and I was like, before you do it, am I gonna have to take off? And I was like, okay, so he rubbed it in my face the whole time. He was like, just check it, make sure it's working. So I did.
whatever that was.
So I didn't have to stop for 4 days, right? I didn't know what to do. Like I felt like them. No, nothing. Okay. So this girl posted last night before I got started. I just got a new phone. I don't have TikTok. And I was like, I'll sit up and yeah, I need that clip. And then she posted 20 minutes later. I got it back.
Just take that and match your
How?
number.
Because I need it. And she sent me screenshots and it worked. It's like you have to
Ms. Dawn?
put your location of the app store. Download the VPN, change the in the VPN in Canada.
May I use the restroom?
On air. Miss Dawn, I have a Wi-Fi. So I have to press down.
If you actually.
Every single one of my drafts are gone.
Every single one of your draft.
I had 1,000.
That's wild.
It's so sad. Because I've deleted the fact that I talked to my mom today. So I just have, they restart like every 2 weeks. Hey, yo,
All right.
Instagram back
All right. So in your yellow packet, okay, in your yellow packet, we are going to go to the second page.
Okay.
Flip to the back. Okay. And we are going to do questions 1 through 12 on the 6.2 homework page. 1 through 12. So you will do all questions 1 through 12.
What if it's a decimal? What do we do? Because it's the first one. Actually,
You are rewriting it as a rational exponent. So you actually are going to rewrite that as 3 to the
1, 2.
1/2. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
When Ramsey gets back, Mary,
Yes, ma'am.
wait, just kidding.